Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk to you and just tell you a little bit about myself because you see a lot of my short videos, how I prepare my lessons, what I have on my lessons, what materials I use for my lessons. But you don't know much about me, about my life, and I would like to share with you today. Uh, my story of being a teacher. So right now, at the moment, I am in Poland. I live in Tri-City in a small village, and we moved to Poland 4 years ago. I've been a teacher for the whole of my whole life. I was a tutor back home in Crimea, in Simferopol. 1 year I taught in public school, and then I worked as a translator, interpreter. And then when Crimea was occupied by Russia, a few years later, we moved out and we came to Poland. So here where my story started, because back home, my lessons were, boring, simple. We simply opened a book and we just went through the book page by page, or I would help to do home task, and that's it basically. Mm, there was no such creative work like right now. So when I came to Poland, I thought that nobody will need English teacher here, because I don't know why I thought everyone knows English, but like in any country, there are people who don't know English, and here especially people who travel a lot, they need English, and kids, they study English at school, and you know how at school they don't understand that much. Too many kids in the class. They need more attention. They need more explanations. They need more fun on the lessons, but they don't have time for it at schools. So I realized that there is a need of an English teacher here. And so basically I just went, I googled sites where I can look for a job like a specialist. I didn't go to the factory or supermarket to work as I was offered. I decided to give it a chance and try to work according to my profession, yes, according to my skills. And I have found a job offer in one famous English school. Maybe you have heard about it. It's called Helen Doron. It's got its branches all over the world. I didn't know about it, but then later I found out that there are such schools even in Ukraine. So anyway, this is a private English school. I wrote a letter and sent my CV, and then I got a reply, and they asked me which town I prefer to teach in. Since I lived in the village, I asked my husband which town is the closest one so that I could go to work. He told me it's Zhukovo, and so I wrote, and then I got an invitation, um, and I am so lucky. I was so lucky to have such a nice boss. Basha, if you're watching this video, hi, and thank you for your patience, for your faith in me, and for your support. And we worked together for 4 years. I worked in that school, and I learned a new method. I learned new ways of teaching, and I have found out that I actually like such things a lot. When you use a lot of materials, when you play on the lessons, when you do something with your hands, when you see happy faces of kids who actually learn and do something that they enjoy, and you enjoy also. Me, I enjoyed also. Of course, it was difficult at first. First 2 years were very difficult because it took me a lot of hours of preparation, planning, finding things. And only now, like 4 years later, I figured out my own way to prepare for lessons. I simplified it a little bit, but nevertheless, my lessons stayed same. Now I'm teaching. I give private lessons, and I use the same methods. But I just organized all my props. I decided that I will have a special plan for my lessons. For every grade, I will have like a structure, and then I will just add up different props that I already have. Last year, I had this plan in my mind that I will buy and print out and collect things that I might need for my lessons. And then I promised myself that this year I won't buy anything. I will just use what I have. Well, it doesn't really work. I can't resist buying something new, but I think I will use less. I will buy less, and I will use more of what I have, because that was like an investment. I have boxes, like topical boxes, I call them. Like if I have a topic, for example, body parts, and I have big container, and I have all materials for body parts that I used from the first grade to the 7th grade, for example. And the same I have for different topics like weather, colors, and I have 2 huge boxes of grammar, because I used to think that you can teach grammar only with the help of books. How else can you teach grammar if not drilling, training exercises? But then I have found out that there could be a lot of games, a lot of interesting props and materials that you can use even to teach grammar. And visual materials are very nice to teach grammar. So I have boxes for grammar as well. And even when I have lessons with adults, even though they are like speaking lessons mostly, I still use games, and I still try to make it in a creative way. So 4 years later, now I work for myself. I am a freelance English tutor, English language trainer. But first 3 years I worked for private school, where I learned a lot. I had different situations that taught me, and then it was my personal growth also, when I had to learn how to organize myself, how to discipline myself, how to treat children in certain situations. And just this was a big lesson for me, and I'm very grateful that I had that. And I think my life will never be the same again, even if I try to simplify my lessons, I still do a lot. But this time everything looks a lot more easier than it looked 3-4 years ago when I just started. So I'm sharing my ideas, my props here on my channel, and I think now when I started recording such long videos, talking videos, I will share my thoughts, maybe some things that I experienced, and I'll just share my teacher's life with you here. And maybe some of you who want to come to Poland and teach, maybe you will recognize yourself, or maybe it will help you to prevent some things that we all sometimes it's better to learn on other people's mistakes than on your own. Of course, you also make your own mistakes, but still, if I'd have someone who could recommend me, or who could help me to simplify my life, and to make, for example, who could teach me how to spend less time on preparation, or how to plan lesson easier, who could teach me the structure of planning and just the whole basic idea how it should look like, I would be very thankful. So I'm going to I'm going to record more videos. Of course, when I don't write the script or points that I want to cover, I forget half of it. So if I remember anything else, I think I'll just record one more or many more videos. If you have questions, you can also ask. Maybe that will help me to know what do you need to hear, what help do you need, and I might talk about this as well. And yes, my native language is Russian. I can speak Russian. I can speak Ukrainian because I am actually from Ukraine, but in Crimea, all people speak Russian. But I record my videos all in English because I know English teachers, and all over the world can understand English. That's how I can cover more people, and I don't think it's a problem. Oops. So see you in my next videos. Ask questions. You can subscribe. Watch some more videos that I have recorded previously. And ask me any questions if you would like to. All right. So that's it for now. And see you in another video. Bye.